Welcome children to Geography with Juliana, and we are studying Chapter 3, Physiography and Drainage. So far, we have completed the physiography of India and Brazil in detail, and now we are starting with the second part of the chapter, and that is the drainage. Okay, we have the drainage of Brazil followed by the drainage of India. But since we are more familiar with our own country, I would prefer starting with drainage of India first. The drainage of India consists of two divisions, namely the Himalayan drainage or the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular drainage or peninsular rivers. The Himalayan rivers originate in the Himalayas and the peninsular rivers originate in the peninsular region of India. Another major distinction between the two, Himalayan drainage is perennial. So all the rivers originating in Himalayas are perennial rivers. That could be a good reason. They are perennial because they have water throughout the year. Okay, during rainy season they have enough of water from the rains. During summer they have water from the melting of the glaciers, since all these rivers originate in the glaciers of the Himalayas. On the other hand, the peninsular rivers, they go dry during summer. They have enough of water during rainy season, but in summer they are mostly dry. Okay, so we are going to study this into two divisions, the Himalayan drainage and the peninsular drainage. Okay, so today we start with the Himalayan drainage. Now, Himalayan drainage consists of three major river systems, namely the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. Okay, the Indus river system with its tributaries, the Ganga river system with its tributaries, and the Brahmaputra river system with its tributaries. So let's study them one by one. The first one we are talking about is the river Indus. Okay, now river Indus originates in the Trans-Himalayas, that is beyond India. Okay, in the Trans-Himalayan region near Mansarovar. Okay, there's a lake here called Mansarovar. They originate river Indus, which is the largest among the northern rivers here. Okay, most of it flows into Pakistan later. Therefore, it's not the largest river in India. Okay, but among these tributaries, Indus is the largest of them. Now, Indus rises near Mansarovar. It is joined by many other tributaries, like what you can see here in the picture. This is the Indus river rising near Mansarovar. Okay, then you have Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. Okay, now all these Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj, they are all tributaries of river Indus because ultimately they join river Indus in Pakistan. In India they flow almost parallel to each other. Okay, but they meet ultimately in Pakistan. Okay, and then they flow as one Indus river. Now, if you look at the origin of Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, okay, all these tributaries, they do not originate outside India. They are all very much in the Himalayan regions here. Okay, we studied about the Shivalik, the Perpanjal, okay, the lesser Himalayas, the middle Himalayas, the greater Himalayas. So most of these rivers in the that is Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, they originate in India in the Himalayas. Exception is river Satluj. Okay, river Satluj originates near Lake Mansarovar, rather in the lake of Mansarovar. Okay, and after flowing from the Trans-Himalayas, of course, in the Tibet region, after entering Himachal Pradesh, it enters Punjab and then it enters Pakistan before joining the river Indus. Okay, so you need to keep in mind that these two, Indus and Satluj. Satluj is the biggest tributary of river Indus. Okay, so we take another picture here. You find Mansarovar lake. So Indus rising near Mansarovar. Okay, while river Satluj rising at Mansarovar. Now what you see here is a Bhakra Nangal project. Okay, now Bhakra Nangal project is built on river Satluj. It is a multi-purpose project. The Bhakra Dam is in Himachal Pradesh, okay, and Nangal Dam is to the south of it in Punjab. Okay, so Bhakra Dam in fact consists of two dams. One is in Himachal Pradesh and the other one is in Punjab. So that's how we have one of the multi-purpose projects here on river Satluj. Okay, so what you get to see here once again are all the tributaries of river Indus. This is our river Indus, which is flowing through Jammu and Kashmir. If you look at the way it flows, okay, initially it flows westward, then it goes northward, and then it goes a little southward and westward, and then it enters into Pakistan. Okay, so that's about the river Indus and its tributaries. Then we come to the second Himalayan river system, and that is river Ganga. Okay, now Ganga has its origin, I'm sorry about these little mistakes. Okay, Ganga has its origin in the Trans-Himalayas as well. Okay, now you can see the Trans-Himalayan region here. Now Ganga originates Gangotri. Okay, and its biggest tributary Yamuna originates at Yamunotri in the Kumaon Himalaya, not in the Trans-Himalayas, I'm sorry about that. Okay, they originate in the Kumaon Himalayas. If you remember, we studied the divisions of Himalayas from west to east into Kashmir Himalayas, Kumaon Himalayas in Uttarakhand, okay, and the eastern Himalayas. So these are Kumaon Himalayas in Uttarakhand. Both Ganga and Yamuna have their origins here in the Kumaon Himalayas. Now Ganga is joined by many tributaries. Okay, if you look at the tributaries of Ganga, you find most of them coming from the north. Okay, now if you stand facing this way, okay, looking at the river flowing this way and looking at the mouth of the river, okay, you will find that these are the left bank rivers of Ganga and these are the right bank rivers of Ganga, also called as left flank and right flank rivers of Ganga. So talking about the left flank rivers or left bank rivers of Ganga, most of these tributaries are originating in the Himalayas. For example, you have the Ghagra here, you have the Gandak here, okay, there's another one, Kosi somewhere there, and Yamuna, of course, the largest tributary of river Ganga. Yamuna flows, okay, just a second. Yamuna, on its way, at the banks of Yamuna, you find New Delhi, okay, and you also find Agra situated on the banks of river Yamuna. Now, Yamuna meets Ganga at Allahabad. But before meeting river Ganga at Allahabad, it is joined by many tributaries. Okay, and these are Chambal, Betwa, Ken, okay, some major, and Sindh. These are major tributaries which are joining river Yamuna. Now these rivers, that is the right bank rivers of river Ganga, do not originate in the Himalayas, but they originate in the peninsular region. Okay, but since they are joining the Himalayan system, we take them into the Himalayan river system, that is the Ganga river system. Okay, and therefore we will talk about these rivers when we discuss about the peninsular rivers, the north flowing peninsular rivers basically, but they join river Ganga. Okay, now here you see Ganga river system is huge. It is the largest river in India. Okay, and it occupies huge area as well. This Ganga itself can be divided into Upper Ganga, Middle Ganga and Lower Ganga. Okay, so it's huge, flowing through many states. Okay, coming from Uttarakhand, flowing through the cities, okay, of Delhi, Agra, Yamuna especially, and then Ganga mainly flows through Uttar Pradesh, then enters Bihar, okay, and then enters into West Bengal and ultimately into Bangladesh. Now, before entering Bangladesh, as the Ganga becomes very gentle, okay, as it flows through the plains of Bihar and as it enters into West Bengal, it branches out into a big distributary called as River Hooghly. Okay, now what is a distributary? We have studied about tributaries. They join a major river. Okay, but distributary branches out from a main river. Okay, so when the area becomes extremely gentle, all the sediments get deposited at the mouth, okay, or in these gentle areas, and then the main river branches out into distributaries. So one of the distributary of river Ganga enters West Bengal, and now it flows as river Hooghly, not as river Ganga anymore, and enters into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, another distributary branches out from river Ganga, and now again it's not called river Ganga anymore, it's called as Padma. Okay, so Padma is a branch or distributary of river Ganga, and then it flows into the Bay of Bengal from Bangladesh. And here they built huge deltas. If you remember, the world's largest deltas called as the Sundarbans. So for location of deltas, okay, you can see this region over here. Okay, this entire region here, these are all the deltas. Okay, what you can see as little drops of water, they are in fact triangular land masses. So this is the location for the deltas of river Ganga, okay, in the Bay of Bengal called as Sundarbans. Then the third Himalayan river, okay, is the river Brahmaputra. Now Brahmaputra is mentioned in your textbooks, but it's not taken as a separate river. Okay, so but we are going to study it as a separate river of the Himalayan system. Now looking at the origin of the river Brahmaputra, it does not rise in India. It rises in the Trans-Himalayas in Tibet, okay, which is now part of China. That's a little history which I'll tell you at the end. Okay, so you find river here, Brahmaputra. It's not called Brahmaputra there, it's called river Sangpo. T is silent. Then as it flows more into China, okay, now it's called as Dihang. Okay, here it's called as Dihang, and then it enters into Arunachal Pradesh. Now it's called as Brahmaputra, and it flows into Assam, makes a huge plain here, the Assam plains. We studied the northern plains, and there we talked about these Brahmaputra plains or the Assam plains. And ultimately it enters into Bangladesh. Now here in Bangladesh, it's not called as Brahmaputra anymore. Okay, it is called as there's another name for it, Padma and Jamuna. Okay, sorry, you can see Jamuna over here. Okay, now Brahmaputra is called as Jamuna. Jamuna meets Padma. Okay, and it is joined by another river, that's Meghna. Now Meghna is independent of Brahmaputra or Ganga river system. It originates, okay, in the eastern Himalayas over here and enters Bangladesh, and all the three now, that is the Padma, okay, the Jamuna and the Meghna, together now flows into the Bay of Bengal, forming the world's largest deltas called as the Sundarbans. Okay, so here you get the picture. In China it's called Dihang, and in Tibet it's called as Sangpo. We know that in geography this year we are also studying a little history. Okay, so I would like to give you a little history of this place called Tibet. Okay, you can see here Tibet. Okay, so Tibet has a little history of its own, not very glorious history I will say, because the reason is here. The People's Republic of China. Everybody knows China now with the coronavirus. Okay, in this 2020, everybody will remember China for this virus. Okay, whatever, I don't know whether they purposely hid the truth about coronavirus, we don't know. Okay, time will tell that. So the Republic of China claims Tibet to be an integral part of China, but the Tibetan government. Okay, you must have heard about Dalai Lama and all. You can surely surf the net and find out. Okay, the Tibet government, who is now in exile, okay, says that China has occupied this area under unlawful conditions. In 1950, the newly established communist regime of China invaded Tibet, okay, which was rich in natural resources and has also strategically important borders with India. Okay, and Tibet had a good relationship with India. So you can see the border of Tibet, okay, with India. This is with Nepal, again with Sikkim. Okay, so Tibet and India had good relationships earlier. Now Tibet today is under China's occupation. The Chinese government justifies its occupation by claiming that Tibet has been part of China for around 800 years. Okay, so that is the claim of China. In fact, China is also claiming Taiwan. Okay, if you have seen the latest news in the South China Sea. Okay, Taiwan has its own independent government, but China claims that even Taiwan belongs to them. But the world recognizes Taiwan as an independent country, and Taiwan will not give up its territory so easily. Okay, so that's of course for the political leaders to decide. China also is claiming part of Arunachal Pradesh. So you find China fighting with almost all the countries, especially the border countries. It's trying to claim our borders of Arunachal Pradesh here in Ladakh. If you remember now recently, okay, the Indian army and the Chinese army had face off over here, where the China was aggressively trying to occupy Ladakh, at least some 3 kilometers. And after talks with the Indian government, now they have retreated, so to say. Okay, but China has been claiming its land. We also remember in the history when we studied, India had Indo-China war. Okay, so I think we all need to remember here that we all need to respect and safeguard each other's territory. Okay, with the coronavirus that we have seen here in this year, in the 21st century, that is in 2020, it is shameful, I will say, to fight on the basis of territory. The virus does not understand the human-made boundaries, okay, and everybody is just human beings for this virus. So we need to understand that we need to respect each other's territory, okay, and these are simply man-made borders. In fact, we need to work in cooperation with all countries, okay, respect their laws, respect their territories, and try and cooperate with each other. Anyway, that is for the political leaders to decide how to get along and how to manage their own affairs. Okay, but as you are the future citizens of the country, you too need to understand, like, we are all talking about global relations now. Okay, we are not just restricted to a particular territory. We are all global citizens. We need to respect each other. So with this, we stop with the Himalayan river system. In the next video, I will be discussing about the peninsular rivers or the peninsular drainage. Okay, and with that, we will end the Indian drainage system, and after that, we will study the Brazilian drainage system. So till then, keep studying, keep watching out for videos. Take care, bye-bye, and God bless you. Thank you.